Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Leaguers Connect and Toastmasters Club of Storytellers, yet another meeting of both of these clubs. And today, I am serving as the Sergeant at Arms for the meeting today. Before we dive in to the session and start over with our exciting meeting, let me go through some of the housekeeping rules to ensure a smooth and an enjoyable experience for all of us. Everyone, please ensure that your mobile phones are switched off and kept on silent mode to avoid any disruptions during the meeting. Kindly avoid leaving the room when the speeches are going on and the people are speaking. Let's all maintain a respectful and a supportive environment so that we can have the opportunity to learn and grow together. And let's refrain from diving into the topics that relates to sex and politics. With this, I open the meeting and would like to call our presiding officer for the day, Toastmaster Mohit, on stage to carry forward with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehek, for that amazing start to this meeting. Hi, all. This is Mohit Sawhney. I'm the president of Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. I'm happy to share the stage with the president of Storytellers, Toastmaster Mehek. Welcome all to this yet another amazing meeting. I see that there are lots of guests present in the room today. I would request if the guests can rename themselves as guest followed by their name. It will be easier to figure out who's the guest versus who's a member. This is a place where we meet every Sunday, where we work on improving our communication and leadership skills step by step. And today I'm super excited because we were at Oration 2025 last week, which is the annual conference of Toastmasters International District 41. Some of us who are present in the meeting, Monica was there, Vivek was there, and so were Deepthi and many others who attended this event at Lee Meridian, Gurugram for 3 days last weekend. And I'm also super excited to share some of the achievements that we had as individuals and club as a whole. So first up, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Monica for achieving the Triple Crown Award at the Oration event. A huge round of applause for Monica. How do you feel, Monica, from this achievement?
Awesome. I mean, actually, it came as a surprise to me. First, winning this award itself, when information was rolled in the WhatsApp group itself, I was like, really? What does that mean? I'm happy to receive it, but what does that mean? But eventually, it was really, really awesome. And then getting it on stage was altogether a different feeling, being appreciated for the work that I was doing for my own self. And the ripple effect that it has been created in my life, like afterwards, like that's really awesome. So I'm enjoying it.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's the beauty of Toastmasters, where you are just supposed to focus on your journey of leadership and communication, and the rewards come towards you as a side benefit. And without even you being knowing about such an award, you got awarded. So, huge round of applause for Monica.
Thank
And
you
I
so
see
much.
that Toastmaster Vivek has raised his hand. Yeah, Vivek, please come
I
forward
am
and
happy
ask if
to
you have a
share
question.
that Mohit also kind of, won this award. So
Exactly. Yeah.
we have even more, enjoyable day. We have peers who are also, standing besides us, winning all the way. So it's been a great feeling altogether.
Exactly. Yeah. Thanks,
I would,
Monica, for acknowledging me. Yes, Vivek, yep, you had a question.
yeah, congratulate Monica and everybody. But what Monica said that I was working on myself and for that I got award. This is the thing in life that when you work on yourself, automatically people around you get inspired and you get what you do on yourself. So I just wanted to add that and that's why I raised my hand.
Thank you so
Absolutely,
much.
very rightly said, Toastmaster Vivek. Yeah, this is what a Triple Crown Award looks like. If you can see in the camera, I was also fortunate enough to get it. And for those of you who don't know, you get a Triple Crown Award if you complete 3 levels of your education pathway of Toastmasters in the single Toastmasters term. So that's what we achieved. So, yep, that was one achievement. The second notable achievement is a personal achievement for myself. Apart from the Triple Crown, I also was awarded the Distinguished Toastmaster Award, which is a very coveted award, and it has been something which I dreamed of. I imagined that maybe one day, someday, I can get it, and this dream was realized in this oration. So, this is my Distinguished Toastmaster pin. And I'm super proud and thankful to each one of you who made this possible, because without the support of this community, it is just not possible to have such achievements. And then, last but definitely not the least, something that all of us in the club should be proud of is the award that we won as a club. We were all together, Vivek, Monica, Colonel Prem, Deepthi, all of us were on the stage to receive this award. And this is what the trophy for the Club Resurgence Award that we won looks like. Yeah, thank you. Now, there's one more announcement that I would like to make while I have Toastmaster Monica on the virtual stage. There are a few changes in the club officers' roles of the Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. So, uh, Toastmaster Monica is taking up the role of the Vice President of Public Relations. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Monica. And also, Toastmaster Neetal, she's joining into the meeting room now. So, Neetal, if you could switch on your camera, I would like to add you to the virtual spotlight, because Toastmaster Neetal is taking up the role of the Vice President of Education for Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club.
I'm not ready yet. I just logged in.
Okay, no problem. You can be on audio, but
Yes,
I
sir.
would like to request Toastmaster Monica to be on camera, because I would like to formally install you as the Vice President of Public Relations of Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. Monica, I'm sure you are already aware of the Vice President Public Relations role, but just to reiterate and also to let everybody in the group know what it means to take that position, I would read out the key responsibilities. Then I would request you to keep your hand on your heart and take an oath, if that sounds okay. So, the Vice President of Public Relations role requires you to promote the club to the local community and notify the media about club's existence and benefits. You promote the club, update web content, and safeguard the Toastmasters brand identity. It's your job to notify the media whenever your club does something noteworthy. As Vice President Public Relations, you will find yourself writing news releases, creating, distributing flyers, maintaining club's presence at various places and on the web. Stay current on all new developments via the leader letter, the Toastmasters magazine, and the announcements published on Toastmasters website and social media sites. Toastmaster Monica, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Let's join in to congratulate Monica. Congratulations and best wishes, Monica. We are all here to support you in your leadership role. And next up, I would like to request the same for our incoming Vice President of Education, Toastmaster Neetal. As the VP of Education, you schedule members' speeches and projects and serve as a resource for questions and education awards, speech contests, and mentor programs. You are an important source of Toastmasters knowledge for club members, and it is your job to become familiar with all aspects of Toastmasters education program. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability, Toastmaster Neetal?
I will.
Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Neetal, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Together, all of us club officers take on the challenge to make sure that everything that needs to be done to make sure the members have a smooth and growing leadership journey. We will ensure we take up on all those challenges. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you.
Sure.
Now, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our guests who are present in the meeting. I see that we have Toastmaster or potential Toastmasters in the meeting. We have Shivani, Jaydeep, Jagdish. We have another Shivani with a V, and Bhavya. So we would love to interact more with you. Please stay on the meeting. There is enough opportunity for you to participate in the segments that follow. Deepak has already been with us as a guest several times, so I'm not even counting you as a guest anymore. I'm sure you are already taking the steps forward to formally take
Yes,
on the Toastmasters journey.
right, Mohit. We'll be connecting with you soon.
Absolutely. And I also see our potential Toastmaster, my dear friend Pramod, also in the meeting. So just acknowledging you, stay in the meeting, make the most of the time that you have here, and we would interact with you a little more as we proceed forward. Now, with that said, I would take the meeting forward to the Toastmaster of the day, the role which is being played by myself today. I will be host of the meeting and would be sharing with you what it means to add conferences such as the Oration 2025 in your growth journey. That's our theme for the day, and I have our other uh, friends who joined Oration 2025 with me this year, which happened at Lee Meridian in Gurugram last weekend. So together we would like to share with you our experiences, and I would like to make this an interactive session so we can ask questions and learn from each other. So before I take that forward, let me introduce to you the Toastmasters meeting structure, especially for the guests, and a reminder for those who have been in the Toastmasters meeting. So a Toastmasters meeting is divided into three parts. The first part is the prepared speeches, where speakers who are Toastmasters come forward and give a prepared speech from their education path. So that is the first segment. The second segment is the table topics. This is an impromptu speaking segment where you are given a topic and you are supposed to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes while thinking on your feet. This helps you in preparing for interviews or occasions when you are not going to get enough time to prepare. So that is what we practice week after week in these Toastmasters meetings. And the third and perhaps the most important segment in any Toastmasters meeting is the evaluations. This is where we see what we have done well, what we can do better as individuals and as a whole and in the meeting. So this is the third segment of evaluations where feedback is given. So for our evaluations, we have a general evaluator. Today, our general evaluator role is being played by Toastmaster Raja. And I would like to invite Toastmaster Raja on the stage. Uh, Toastmaster Raja is an author of the book Elite Performer. He has over 25,000 followers on LinkedIn. He's currently serving as the District 41 Toastmasters International as Area Director. So please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Raja on the stage. The stage is yours, Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Good morning, everyone. The purpose of General Evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and does not happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duty. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report. But this cannot be done alone. I have a tag team with me, and our counter role is being played by Toastmaster Rashi Jain. Toastmaster Rashi Jain, can you please come up on the stage and explain your role?
Good morning, everyone. And good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as our counter is to count the number of unnecessary sounds or repetitive words you may use when you are speaking on the stage. I will be observing and taking notes of words such as you, no, like these. I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Next is grammarian role, and it is being played by Toastmaster Hirendra. Toastmaster Hirendra, please come upon the stage and explain your role.
Am I audible? I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
I have network issues, so cannot switch on the camera. So sorry for that. Good morning, everyone. My name is Hirender, and I have the privilege of being your grammarian for today's meeting as well. As a grammarian, my role is to help us all sharpen our communication by paying close attention to language usage during the meeting. I'll be listening for both effective language, such as strong vocabulary, vivid imaginary, and creative words choices, and any grammatical missteps, such as incorrect word usage or awkward sentence structure. Let me share a small anecdote on this. A young student once asked his teacher, "Is it the yolk of the egg are white, or the yolk of the egg is white?" The teacher smiled and said, "Neither. The yolk is yellow." That's how it could be. My responsibility also includes to introduce the word of the day, which is coherent. It means well structured, logical, and consistent, easy to flow. The example could be, his argument was well structured and coherent, or a coherent message is more likely to inspire action. I encourage all speakers, including those taking on roles or giving reports, to try to incorporate this word into their speeches. I'll keep track of those who uses it and recognize them at the end when called upon. I look forward for an insightful and articulate meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hirendra. Toastmaster Mohit, can you please confirm who is the timer?
The timer role is currently open, Toastmaster Raja, so you may want to ask for nominations.
Can anyone take the role of timer? If there are no nomination, then we can go ahead with the meeting. Is it possible, Toastmaster Mohit?
Yeah, I'm happy to sort of do my best to perform the role as the timer as well. So I'm happy to give it a quick shot at what I'll be doing as the timer. So as the timer of the meeting, my job is to make sure that everybody follows the stipulated time frame for their slots. For the prepared speeches, typically the time duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Today we have a special a special speech by Toastmaster Mehek. So we will be sharing the timing at the time of the speech introduction itself for that speech. Otherwise, it is 5 to 7 minutes for the prepared speeches. For the table topics, it is 1 to 2 minutes. And for the evaluations, it is 2 to 3 minutes. The 30 seconds of buffer time is given for the prepared speakers and for the table topic speakers. Same for the evaluators. However, there is a minimum duration of 1 minute for which the table topic speakers must speak. I will be indicating the times by changing my virtual background. So I will just demonstrate that. When it is 5 minutes for the prepared speech, my virtual background would change to this. At the end of 6 minutes, it would change to this yellow color. And at the end of 7 minutes, it would change to red color to indicate that the 30 seconds of grace period is now starting. Thank you. And I would hand over back to you, Toastmaster Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit, for beautifully explaining your role as a timer. Now back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja, and your entire team for beautifully explaining your role as evaluators. It is said that evaluation is the breakfast of champions, and I'm sure we are going to have a heavy breakfast today with a lot of learning. Now, last weekend, like I said, we were at Oration 2025. This was around the time when we were about to witness Craig Valentine come on the stage. Craig Valentine is 1999 world champion of public speaking. It was a surreal moment for me because I have been following Craig Valentine for over 5 years. I have hugely benefited from his online teachings, videos, and the resources that he has on his website, particularly the one that you all must make note of because you're all in your leadership and communications journey. There is a resource called 52 Speaking Tips. If you Google 52 speaking tips, Craig Valentine, you would get to have the details. Register for this, and this is where you get to have one tip every week for 52 weeks. That is the entire year. And by the end of the 1 year, you would see that you will become thrice the speaker and the leader you are today at the minimum. So I have been benefiting hugely from his resources. And when was anticipating him to come on the stage, it was like a dream come true for me. So this is last weekend where we attended District 41 Toastmasters International Oration. There's a lot more that happens in Oration event. And today I will be uncovering what all you can expect to see in a conference of that scale. So for now, I would like to take the meeting forward and start with our first segment of the meeting, which is the prepared speeches. I see that the energy in the room is dipping though, and a lot of cameras have gotten switched off. So would request everybody to do a virtual handshake. If you can switch on your cameras, that's like a virtual handshake. Can we have more cameras getting turned on? Yes, thank you, Mukesh. Thank you, Rashi. Toastmaster Shivani, let me ask you a quick question. What brings you here to this meeting today?
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
First of all, I introduce myself. My name is Shivani Kumari. I pursuing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from HBTU, Harvard Butler Technical University, Kanpur. And I'm guest in this meeting, and this is my first meeting. And excited to learn something new and improve my communication skills. And
Thank
the
you for
question is,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So actually, I heard lots of people that Toastmaster is a very great platform for communication and public speaking. Uh, just not my brother, but also one president in accidents company. Uh, when I share my experience, when I uh, joined an interview and I'm a little bit nervous and lack in communication skills, then the sir, Deepak Agarwal sir, from accidents company. He was shared that you can join Toastmaster Club to improve communication skills, and let's and also my brother too.
Thank you for sharing, Shivani, yeah, you are in the right place, and we all started our own journeys just the way you are starting now. In fact, I would say you are starting at the right time. I became a Toastmaster when I was already about 10 years in my corporate journey. And since the time I joined, it's been over a decade now. There has been no looking back. This is really the place where your leadership and communication takes flight. So, best wishes. We would love to exchange more ideas and have your feedback at the end of the meeting. All right. Toastmaster Vivek joined when he was 52. You look like 25, though, Toastmaster Vivek. Yeah, it is said that the best time to plant a tree was 10 years back, but the second best time is now. So, no matter where you are in your journeys, make sure you take the most of the learning that happens in communities like Toastmasters. So, thanks, Toastmaster Shivani. And now, coming back to our meeting, our first speaker today, there's been a little bit of change in the meeting speakers order. So I'm confirming that Toastmaster Manoj, you would be the first speaker if you are okay with that, and you would be evaluated by Toastmaster Monica. Our second speaker would be Toastmaster Mukesh, and third speaker would be Toastmaster Mehak. I hope everybody is fine with that order from the speakers and evaluators perspective. Now, that said, our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Manoj. Toastmaster Manoj, before I invite you on the stage, I would like to invite your evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, on the stage to share with us what the objectives of your speech are. So, Toastmaster Monica,
Am I
Toastmaster
visible?
Monica,
Am I audible?
let me just check. Yeah, let me introduce Toastmaster Monica first. Toastmaster Monica is also known as Magical Mona for all good reasons. She has 23 years of corporate experience and 2 years as a life coach. She is a life coach, healer, Toastmaster, author, and podcaster. Her mantra is every change begins within first. Toastmaster Monica, please share with us the objectives for the speaker.
Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, everyone. I think it's a great privilege to today evaluate Manoj Nair for his speech. I'll quickly share the title. It's my 2 cents. The pathway is persuasive influence. It's a level 3, project 2. And the purpose is to present a speech on a topic that is new or unfamiliar to the club members, to practice adapting during the presentations, adapt to the audience reaction to maintain engagement. So I wish all the best to Manoj to present his speech today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Manoj, I would like to do a quick audio video check with you. Can you please repeat after me? It's a wonderful day today.
It's a wonderful day today.
Sure. Yeah, you are clearly audible and visible. Just to confirm the speech title, is it My 2 cents?
Yeah.
Okay. My 2 cents, Manoj Nair. Manoj Nair, My 2 cents.
Timers, before you said the timings, can I see few more eyeballs screen? I mean, it's always, otherwise I personally think I'm speaking to some black ghost, so if you can, would be great help. Yeah.
Toastmaster Manoj,
So,
sorry, just so I understand that clearly, are you suggesting that I don't spotlight you?
No, it's fine actually. Yeah, don't spotlight me.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let me do that. Any other input
No,
from you
fine.
before you start?
No,
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. You can start.
Thank
now.
you.
Yeah. 20th April 2025. Yesterday, the whole embracing peace and reflection. There was a massive volcano. Massive. Not anywhere else, in my house. me and my better half exploded like a pressure cooker. Boom! Temperature spiked up, volume rose. What would you do as a mature, seasoned, and a calm, composed person? I don't know about you guys actually, but what I did, I hit the gym. Very good morning to everyone and guests as well. So here I am, took my bag straight off my car, drove to the gym. Now this was Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. I think it's Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock. My way to the gym is very, very narrow, very narrow. And it was a dead end. And I was driving his car at a speed of 2 miles per hour. Not because of me, because the guy who's in front of me was looking around and trying to sneak out the space where he can able to park the car. He was just like a snail speed. He wasn't driving, he was just looking around where can he able to spot the space and put his car. Now, his car is not a car, ordinary car. He's a massive SUV. And off it go. He saw a space, took it right exactly the same in front of me, right in front of me, and I had to put a sudden brake. What he did, he blocked the whole road, trying to sneak into the small space, going back and forth, back and forth. And I was just infuriating. My frustrations were mounting up. And I said to him, what are you doing? You're parking the car in the middle of the road. I was not telling him, I was telling to myself. And when I looked back, the car was piling. So I was about to honk. Then I stopped because I saw a small boy sitting next to his dad, who was driving the car, the massive SUV. And he was on his birthday outfit. Now, I think he was in a birthday outfit because he was having this Batman outfit, like a bonsai version, from toe to toe. He was like a K, which is the black color, and the co, which is, the mask and all those two spiky things, was exactly like a small Batman. And I thought he was excited to go to the birthday. I said, why should I spoil his birthday? So I don't honk it. I said, let him enjoy. But I was getting irritated because he just parked the car in the middle of the road. He was so selfish, guy. Have you seen someone like that? No matter whatever happens to them, anywhere else, but I will do it. That was the intention of his dad. For a while, he did all this back and forth and he just gave up. And he put his car right next to us, allow everyone to pass through. So I was the first one to pass. So what I did, I took my car on the curb. There was no space, just like this, and pass it. And further down the road, I saw some open space. And I parked the car, came back, and told this guy, what are you doing? Why so much of conundrums you're creating? He looked and shrugged his face with a wide smile, not looking at me. He said, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That hit me so hard. It took me to my second cent. Now, many years ago, my wife and her friend were organizing some Diwali party. So she dragged me into the party. Said, why are you sitting there? I am not a party goer. I don't like party crashers. I don't hate going to party. She said, why are you sitting at home? Go and make some friends. So here I am. She dragged into this Diwali party. It was like an October night, everyone's in jumpers and all those things. So I was one of them. It was very jovial nature kind of thing. People were interacting, all those things. So I was standing next to a few mature guys. And one of the guys said to me, oh, so you are in medicines. Which department? I said, no. I'm a software guy. I'm a techie guy. Oh, you're a techie guy. There was a polite pause. They noted. I can see the shift was palpable. The mood completely. I was not one of them, but I was not shunned exactly. I was not in the circle anymore. I was a different tribe. They were not rude to me, actually, by the way. They were not mean, but it's very clear I was not one of them. I was not excluded, but definitely not included. For the rest of the evening, I was just floating around in that, the vicinity and places. I wanted to have this conversation happen with those guys wherever I see some kind of similar ground. But I find out, same in my first story, the dad were looking to park the car in a small spot, going back and forth, back and forth. The space is not meant for me. I didn't feel it. And really, I think it wasn't supposed to be there. I was. Now, here's the kicker. Sometimes in life, we are so busy trying to plug in, trying to chip in to a place which was not supposed to be, which was not comfortable, whether it's a relationship, job, or maybe in social circle. We've missed the open space like the guys missed 8-9 cars away. So here are my 2 cents in full. Don't force your massive SUV in a spot which is not meant to be there. And the second bit, don't share the table where it's not you have the work. Your opportunity, your spot, your people is there. You just have to look around and you will find it. Back to you, Toastmaster, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for that thought-provoking speech. I would request all the audience members to share their feedback, either one-to-one with the speaker or on the group chat. I would give 1 minute for that. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Mukesh, and I'm just checking the evaluator for Toastmaster Mukesh. Mukesh, do you know who your evaluator is?
Vinod was my evaluator.
Okay. So looks like we will have to fill the spot now because Toastmaster Vinod is unable to join. Would anybody like to volunteer to be the evaluator for Toastmaster Mukesh's icebreaker speech, right? Is that right, Mukesh? Is that your icebreaker?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, can we have any volunteers for Toastmaster Mukesh?
I can do that if you want to.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Really appreciate that. Okay. Toastmaster Manoj, would you please share the objectives for the icebreaker speech for
Sure.
Mukesh?
So Toastmaster Mukesh obviously is attempting for his first time. So people who don't know about the guest, for the benefit of guest, the icebreaker is basically your pathway to the Toastmasters. You are doing the first speech in the Toastmasters journey. So I believe that's what Mukesh is going. I don't know which pathway and the project is at Mukesh, but I wish you good luck. And the title of the speech you can tell yourself, or Mohit can do that. Yeah. With that, back to you to Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Would like to spotlight Toastmaster Mukesh and check the audio and video once. Toastmaster Mukesh, can you repeat after me? It's a wonderful day.
Yeah, it's
Can you do that once more? Not sure if it was my
Um,
connection, but you were breaking up.
it's a wonderful day.
Yes, you are clearly audible and visible. Could you share the speech title?
I'm not sure. Actually, that's going to be the icebreaker, so I thought it's about me. But tell story.
Sorry, Mukesh, you were cutting off at the end.
I think I'm facing some network issue actually due to yesterday rain. I got disconnected with my band.
Okay,
I'm
we could.
audible now.
Yes, it
Hello.
is fine now. Yeah, let's call it. It's about me, as your topic, as Toastmaster Vivek suggested.
Yeah.
So
So
let
okay.
let me invite you on the stage, and then you can take it forward. It's about me, Mukesh Yadav. Mukesh Yadav, it's about me.
Thank you, Mohit. Hello, fellow Toastmaster and guests. A very good morning to all of you. Have you ever met someone who didn't speak a that Mukesh Yadav? I was born in Delhi, but I spent my childhood years in one of the UP district. It's called Ajamgarh, which is quite famous for giving the some bad person to our country. But I'm not bad. I'm a good person. But that bad person is Dawood Ibrahim, which is quite famous, and some more people. My childhood, I used to go in a school village that was quite nice. You can't believe that school is still exists. That room is still exists. And someday I was thinking why the private education grow in India because our politician doesn't want to improve our education, doesn't want to improve our schools. And my native village Ajamgarh, I moved to the Banaras, where I studied till the class of 6. Then after that, I finally moved to Delhi, where I completed my schooling and the graduation. During my graduation, I got an internship with the web agency. From there, where my professional journey started. I used to work as a software engineer. And I used to work like the 12 hours, 14 hours, and never complaining about why I'm working then. It's so long because I was young and I was doing good. After a couple of changes, I got a job with Excel Technologies, and that was quite nice because I'm working with a big corporate. But when I joined them, I feel the sad part. There is no work to do. I was sitting on bench and months. Then one day I decided to move out of this job. But the Excel was like the life changing also because I from there from uh, during working in Excel, but the sad part was that she used to work in Mumbai with State Bank of India, and that was the long distance relationship. It was not working as I was expecting. So one day I decided to look for the job either in Mumbai. And you can't believe within a couple of in back to Pune with the new company. And every weekends I used to travel to Mumbai to met with her, and we used to explore the city of Mumbai. And during that time, we shared our relationship with our parents. And after some hiccups, they agreed and we got married. good. Then one day we decided to come back to our place like Delhi because she was from Varanasi also, and it was easy for her as well as for me to look out of our parents. She got transferred and I changed my job here in Delhi. And after a couple of years in marriage, the audience holding her in our hand. That's um that's about me. And if I talk about my professional journey, professional life, currently I'm working with McKinsey and Company as a digital specialist and having close to 12 years of experience. If I talk about my family, my younger is friend, and my mother and father, with them I live here in Delhi NCR. That's all about me. Thank you guys. Over to you, Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukesh. Let's do a standing ovation for Mukesh. This was his icebreaker speech. So kudos, Toastmaster Mukesh. It's great to know you and your journey and wish you the best. I would request everybody in the audience to take one moment to share some feedback on the chat, either with Mukesh personally or on the group chat directly. We would allow 1 minute for that. Okay, thank you all. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Mehak. And before I invite Mehak on the stage, I would like to request Toastmaster Hemant to take the stage and share with us the objectives for Toastmaster Mehak's speech. Toastmaster Hemant is a chartered accountant by profession. Let's see where he is so I can spotlight him. Yeah, there you go. He's also a storyteller at heart, and we've enjoyed his icebreaker speech so much. He also enjoys adventurous bike rides. Toastmaster Hemant would request you to share the objectives for our speaker.
Good morning, Toastmasters. She was put in School of Economics and described herself as
Toastmaster Hemant, your audio is not coming out clearly. Yeah, there is a lot of disturbance in the audio. No, I can't hear you. While we wait for Toastmaster Hemant to fix his audio, Mehak, can I confirm the duration of your speech?
It's 5 to 7.
Okay. And what's the title? What's the title for the speech, Mehak? Toastmaster Mehak, your audio isn't clear either, actually. Can you repeat that?
We're gonna write in the chat box.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm audible, that is the best things in life are we like volunteers. Am I audible now?
It's hard to follow still, Toastmaster Hemant, but let's look at the happy to read it out on your behalf, and you can still take note as the evaluator and give your report later on. So I can speak out the objectives for Mehak's speech for the time being. So Toastmaster Mehak is giving a speech titled Hello. Okay, I'll put Hemant on mute for now. Toastmaster Mehak is giving her project called Leading in Your Volunteer Organization. This is a 5 to 7 minute speech, and the purpose of this project is for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer organization. The purpose is also for the member to share some aspect of their experience serving as a leader in a volunteer organization. Toastmaster Mehak, can I request you to say after me, it's a wonderful day today?
It's a wonderful day today.
Yeah, it's loud and clear. And can you tell us the title of the speech? Okay, you have it here. The best things in life are free, like volunteers. Toastmaster Mehak. Toastmaster Mehak, the best things in life are free, like volunteers.
Volunteers are good for nothing. Good morning, dear volunteers and leaguers. Yesterday, while I was in the sports complex, we noticed something unusual. The badminton court, usually echoing with the sound of rackets and shouting players, was eerily empty. Contrary to the hustle and bustle, this was unreal for all of us. Something just didn't feel right. Upon asking the guards there, informed that now to play in a specific court area, you would have to pay some penny for that. Paying a penny for the open area? I was too adamant to pay rupees 80 while playing and topping up with the yearly membership fees as well. Why would I want to top it up with the fee for the court too? But then again, the court was free. I mean available, not free of cost. So with a stubborn frown and 80 rupees lighter, I said fine, let's play. But the nature had other plans. Heavy winds started to blow, and my father suggested, let's leave. But me? No way. I said, Papa, we have paid rupees 80. I am not leaving before 9 p.m. Even if I had to stand tall like there in the storm, I will stand my ground. I am not leaving from this area at all. And that, my friends, is your classic price sensitive Indian consumer. We want value for every penny spent. And we want value for everything that we get in a volunteer organization. Which brings me to the real question. If we are so particular about where our money goes, why do we work in a volunteer organization where we get nothing in return? Not even a single rupee, no cashbacks, not even a thank you note to. Nothing. So, what's that one thing that keeps us going? Let's be honest here. When we hear the word voluntary, the first thought that comes to our mind is the free work. And the second is usually, wait, why I am doing this again? This free work. Why I would do the free work? Volunteering is like being in a long-term relationship with no salary, no weekends, and yet we stay there. The reason is why? Because we care. Now let me walk you through my journey. What I like to call it as a free willing volunteership. I had the honor of serving as the associate PR manager at the district level in Toastmasters. Fancy. It was fancy too, with all those beautiful posters, flyers, social media posts, social media handles. And a big shout out to Canva as well for being that unpaid partner in that unpaid job of mine. But my journey didn't start here. It began long ago when I started as a club officer. Being in the position of either it's a president, vice president education, even as a PR manager in the club level itself. And that's not enough. It also started in my college society. Well, not just that. I also served as an unpaid intern at an organization. At this point, while writing this speech, I now have thought that I have done enough free labor to qualify for the same good, isn't it? Well, nothing sort of monetary, no incentive has been served to me. So, what was that one thing that kept me going till now? And writing this speech too, I had put in enough brains to think about this question yet again and again. What's that one thing? What's that one thing that has kept me going till now? Well, after thinking a lot, I realized that the answer to this is commitment. Yes, you heard that right. It's the commitment. You can have all the skills, whether you're designing, communication, planning. You can have all the resources, time, energy, and even coffee. But without commitment, it all crumbles apart. Commitment is that invisible thread that runs together and keeps you hooked. This became even clear to me through my experiences back in college. A few moons ago, I was the senior coordinator in one of the societies in college. And just over a night, I found myself promoted to content and design head. Not because I campaigned for it, but because someone else couldn't keep up to their commitment. Similarly, a core team member was dismissed overnight for consistently failing to show up for the society's work. Because probably she believed when going gets tough, the tough gets going, and so she thought, let's get going. These weren't just promotions or reshuffles that happened overnight. They were the wake-up calls, the powerful reminders for all of us to realize that talent is important, but commitment is irreplaceable. In a voluntary organization, it's not just enough to start strong. You have to stay strong. You need to show up, not just when it's convenient, but especially when it's not. Because voluntary work demands not just efforts, but integrity. And I don't just mean noticing the posters on the social media or the captions that I put. Over this journey, as an associate PR manager, I had the privilege that reminded me that why staying commitment mattered so much. Well, one of them said, And the most usual feedback that I would receive, she has a sense of being calm, cool, composure to deal with all the challenges in the leadership role. She is articulate in her ideas, and she has written so much good captions, had made so many new posters as well as the flyers. But it was not that all glory. There were candid reflections as well. When certain members said, then I need to be a little more proactive in my leadership journey. However, this commitment has really given me is respect, grace, and some new relationships. And now I'm proud because in the end, that nothing has gave me everything. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. Huge round of applause. Your energy is infectious, and definitely the commitment speaks for itself, whether it is volunteer organization or you're serving as the district officer in the PR capacity. Huge round of applause, and requesting everybody who's in the audience to take out 1 minute for the valuable feedback that you have for Mehak to further improve her communication and speaking skills. Your time starts now. So this is a place where even the guests are encouraged to share your feedback. So Bhavya, Shivani, everybody, Jagdish, you are most welcome to share your feedback as well. Giving the feedback in itself is a learning opportunity. Okay, now, so let us agree on one thing, right? We are all here because we have a common fire. You know what that common fire is? Anybody? What is our common fire that brings us here?
To learn and grow.
Learn and grow.
To,
Yes.
to learn and grow. Okay. What else? Okay, next question then. What about when we talk about growth, it definitely requires learning. How do you learn? Like to request some of our guests to come forward and share a one-liner about how do they learn. Bhavya, can I request you to turn on your audio and share with us how you learn?
Hello.
Hi, Bhavya.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Can you repeat once again? Your voice was breaking.
What is the process of learning for you? How do you learn?
By noticing and learning from others and observing how others people are progressing with their uh, work.
Thanks for sharing, Bhavya. Yes, yeah, you've already hit the nail on the head, right? We learn through observation, through noticing others. That's definitely one way of learning. So when I started my learning journey in the initial years, I thought that learning would happen by reading books, watching YouTube videos, uh, and basically taking the advantage of all the channels which are available in front of us. So at the very basic or initial level, we look at channels as the learning input. So our previous guest, I think it was Shivani, she mentioned that she's learning by reading books and so on. So that is the initial channels level. The next level of learning for me was when I understood that there is something called certifications, right? You're still going solo at this stage, but you want to gain an expertise, a minimum standard for the area in which you want to excel. If you want to excel in leadership or communication, then our level 1, level 2, those are like certifications which give us an opportunity to gain the minimum standards. And the third level of learning is learning in a community. That's exactly what you were mentioning, Bhavya, right? We are in a community here. We are together. Somebody else is giving a speech. They are inspiring us. So in a Toastmasters meeting, we learn from each other and learn in a community. If you think of any organization which is worth their salt, for example, Toastmasters International itself, which is a 101-year-old organization and running so strong, the key reason why it's successful is because it ensures the members learn and grow. And how they do that is through learning in a community. You think about any other organization, spiritual organization, business organization, and you would see the common factor in them is the learning and growth through a community. So we will talk about the fourth, the perhaps the most important and most missed element of learning in the next segment. But now it is time for me to invite on stage our table topics master. Our table topics master today is Toastmaster Vivek. And Toastmaster Vivek is our area director for area G4. He's a inspiring leader and communicator. Let me welcome on stage Toastmaster Vivek to take the next segment forward. Over to you, Vivek.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mohit Sawhney. And good morning, friends. Good morning, guests. I'm super happy, super excited to see all of you. Can we have all videos switched on? Practice session, and without you being on present physically and with your pictures, nice smiling faces, we will not enjoy it. Can we please do that? I give you 10-20 seconds if it is not too uncomfortable for you. That will be our one common goal to improve our leadership and communication skills. A topic in our life, if we see, is impromptu. Every situation is unforeseen, unknown, and the best segment of any Toastmasters meeting for me is table topic segment, because it helps you to speak, think while you are standing, and that's what life presents to us. So who is going to go first? And one request to all of you, I'll give you 4 key prompts. Why, how, and what if. If you can kindly meet for giving any speech or any topic in your whatever comes through. So I'll repeat: why, what, how, and what if. Just keep that in your mind, whatever topic I give you, and try to use at least one of these prompts in whatever order. One more, I leave it to you. Really enjoy it once you do that. So who is going to go first? Let's set the stage on fire. Come on. I thought so many hands will be raised suddenly. Okay, so Monica, you can raise your virtual hand. Yeah, Monica. So can you please unmute Monica yourself?
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are loud and clear. So here is your topic.
Just a second. Just vanishes. Yeah. Please go ahead.
I will give you appropriate topic to you because you really gives a lot of energy. So the topic for you is fire in the belly. Toastmaster Monica, fire in the belly. Toastmaster Monica.
What gives you fire in the belly? Is it about started on? Is it shame about what happened in the past? Or is it some anxiety about anything or everything in your life? Now, what I have observed that when there will be crucial moments in your life, especially one happened yesterday with me, that I had to conduct an Insta live. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I started to feel dizzy. I started to feel unhealthy. What was it? Probably something happening inside my body telling me, hey, baby, you're going to do something new. Are you ready? And to me, my conscious was telling, I am ready. I have prepared everything. I'm ready with all my answers. I can really rock the show. But here, what I really want to emphasize is, especially in such crucial moments, your body is signaling you something. Even this fire in your stomach, in your belly, uneasiness in your shoulders, or something happening in your digestive system is the only indication that you are breaking your comfort zone. That probably you are expanding your comfort zone. So just pay attention to it. Okay, I can calm down. It's easy for me to go through this new thing, and then you can give your shot and let everything, all the results be on the destiny. Just focus on the process, being present into the situation, and live the moment to the fullest. And that's how you will set, either it's in the belly or all around your space. What do you think?
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. That was a wonderful perspective about fire in the belly. I really enjoyed that. Friends, what about you? Let's give a huge round of applause, or maybe some heart emoticons. Thank you. So who is the next? Let me see in the gallery mode. Deepak, Toastmaster Deepak. Yes. So Deepak, can you unmute yourself, Deepak?
Yes, I've done it.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Deepak, for you, the topic is set the world on fire. Deepak, set the world on fire. Toastmaster Deepak.
Okay. I think why we required to set the world on fire is to grow. Until and unless we set world on fire, we cannot grow. As India is a developing nation, so I think everybody to become a developed nation, and without it, we cannot grow and strive. We see that how US and other developed nations set themselves on fire and how it helped them to grow. And the same strategy we also need to grow and strive. We need to push our boundaries. We need to push our limits to grow and increase and expand our comfort zone. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. You had some time available. You could have utilized that, but nevertheless, you shared your views. We are happy to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I see Toastmaster Hemant. He has raised his virtual hand. Can you unmute yourself, Toastmaster Hemant?
Yes, am I audible now clearly?
You are absolutely audible, and your voice is very engaging voice. Looking for all of you are used to the Zoom call, Zoom environment of meeting, and there is a terminology in Zoom meeting environment called breakout room. I think everybody is familiar with that. So Toastmaster Hemant, your topic is, if you were to give some other name to breakout room, what it would be and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek, for giving me this topic. Zoom breakout, if I understand clearly, it is this meeting environment where we all meet virtually here. So is engage, because it enables us to engage with everyone, to basically collaborate. In this Toastmaster scene as well, when I came to know from Toastmaster group, we meet virtually only, I was a little bit skeptical, because earlier when I joined Toastmasters, it was physical meetings only. That was before COVID era. So I was quite doubtful that was these meetings as beneficial as the physical meetings. But when I joined these meetings, first thing was, yes, we were facing the audience, like the same way when we faced earlier. Also, the engagement level was very high, because in our daily lives today, it is not easy to take out time regularly for some extra events in addition to your job and your basically daily family life. But this particular total arrangement of virtual platform and these Toastmasters, it enabled me to join these meetings regularly. I have been the part of this group now, I think, for more than 1 month, and I am able to join most of the meetings. So I think it it is actually helping us to engage more into the purpose of this total arrangement. So engage can be the name of this platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemant. You actually nailed it and you read my mind. In my other community, when we started some program, early morning connection-based learning, where we meet for an hour virtually, and we had this breakout rooms requirement. So one day I said to our coach, let's not call it breakout room, because it is not breaking out, it is actually bonding us. So we started calling this as a bonding room. And today you gave me another name, engagement room. Great. Thank you so much. So who is next? Toastmaster Manoj said he would like to go next. Thank you. So Toastmaster Manoj, yeah. The topic for you is out of the frying pan into the fire. Toastmaster Manoj, out of the frying pan into the fire.
Good afternoon, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and table topic master, Toastmaster Vivek Agarwal. Often, sometimes I come across situations where I feel that if I'm sitting on the job and doing well, why don't I should move on to a place where I can feel better things? And it do happen that actually when you're working on an area where you feel comfortable and you see, wow, no, this, I've seen other friends actually, they are doing very well. Why look for that opportunity in that area? Because we always have this tendency of looking those grass green on the other side. And it do happen to many years ago where I was looking around at life. So I was one of those people who do have the second habit of doom scrolling kind of thing. You just keep scrolling aimlessly, effortlessly, without mindlessly. We're doing it and sitting on the Netflix or whether in Instagrams or any Twitter handle, anything like that, keep doing it. And we think our friends, wow, I've seen my maybe other places, they travel around. Wow, what kind of a fascination cities they have. Actually, they went to the beach, which is completely blue color beach. The water is kind of tempting. And they goes to the kind of cafes, they have beers, they have all those things. And I was thinking myself and burning myself, not thinking myself, I was burning myself, not the calorie, my mind, that why should I not do that? What kind of a personal life? They are all same in the same page. They studied with me, they did everything exactly the same what I was doing, but they're enjoying it. Fast forward, I'll let me tell you one who did the same thing, going across the world with his other half, better half, and showing this picture on the social media. And I was thinking, what a beautiful life he got. But fast forward, I've seen that he, many years ago, actually got divorced. Now, the point is that, we're trying to not scratch the surface, try to read the book from the cover rather than getting into the content of the page. So maybe my suggestion to everyone, because I gone through it, try not to read the book from the cover, try to flip through the pages, read the content, and that's where you're going to make decision. With that, back to you, Table Topic Master Vivek.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for sharing your perspective on this idiom, out of the frying pan into the fire. Thank you so much. And you have to switch on your video, otherwise I will not give you a chance. Yeah.
No, I'm struggling with the network today, so time and again I try and switch off my video.
Let's hope it works for next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I am hoping so. Thank you, Vivek.
Okay, so your topic is Toastmaster Hirinder, just say it. Toastmaster Hirinder, just say it.
Thanks, Vivek. Just say it. It gives me a feeling that there's so many things that needed to be said, but we do not say it, just imagining that it is understood. But those small things, for example, you love your kids, you love your spouse, you love your parent, you care for society, you care for your nation, but you do not say it every time and again. And you just take it, oh, no, this is understood. If I come back from office after a long day, my kids will understand that I have a long day and I just I just relax by myself. But the other half of the story is that they are expecting you to say few words, even though you seem to have even though you feel it's common, it's not necessary to say, okay, I love you, I miss you. You just miss it, and you perceive it's not necessary to just say it. But what I have observed, what I have learned in recent time, that it is really required. When I get up, I expected earlier, I started wishing them first, and it becomes an habit in last 3-4 years. Whenever I see them, I do not wait for them to see good morning dad. I say myself, good morning dad, to good morning my kids, and they repeat after me. Same thing I do whenever I walk by my neighborhood, whoever I see, even them. If I don't recognize them, I don't know them, I just say, like in Hindi, we say Ram Ram, Radhe Sham, or whatever the word comes. I try and just initiate that word, and I always try and say something nice to people. Don't expect them to come forward. Same thing, I think just small little things which is needed to be said on a repeated basis to ensure that yes, it is there. And we can still, if we're not doing it, we can make a practice of saying those small little things every time we have a chance. Thank you. Over
Thank
to
you,
you,
Toastmaster
Vivek.
Hirinder. And you said it in such a short time. You said everything. Kudos to you. Thank you. Can we take one more topic? Do we have time, or?
Perhaps we can take one last one, Toastmaster Vivek.
Okay, so last topic, for Toastmaster Rashi Jain. Toastmaster Rashi Jain. Structure succeeds success. Structure succeeds structure. Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek. Speed success. Then what every time when you want to better yourself or do something new or go ahead of yourself, this question comes in your mind, how you gonna do it? Or even if when you do it, there is like, if I take the example of Toastmasters. So I really started this journey with lots of excitement. I started this journey with lots of hope, and it's been a month or so. It's gonna be a month actually. I think it's 24th April or something. I joined, and then it's been a month. What I did, I actually didn't follow any structure. I didn't prepped up as much for any of these roles or for any of my speeches. I just went ahead and tried it. But eventually, at the end of this month, I realized that we need some structure to it. We need some plan for it to get that towards that success. So that is what I realized. When you go ahead and try, also put in structure or plan to it so that you can measure, so that you, or what we do in these roles, we share a report that make you aware about what you are currently at and where you can reach after these feedbacks and evaluations. So yeah, that's what my learning is in the end of this month, that I'll try to follow some kind of structure, some kind of plan for every of these roles and in my future speeches, so that I can get to the success.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you.
No structure is also a structure. So what you were doing earlier, that was also right, because that helped you to move to structure. So having some idea about something, what you want to do, that's fine. Thank you. Thanks you for your active participation, and over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Mohit.
Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Vivek. You really engaged us all. And from now on, I think I'm going to really call our Zoom meetings as engage meetings, because this is where we engage, get to know and learn from each other. So conferences, right? What I would like to understand from you, what do people think about conferences? What comes to your mind, especially someone who hasn't attended a conference? Can you raise your hand and share with me what comes to your mind? Has everybody attended a conference? Raise your hand if you have attended a conference. Okay, Hirinder, yeah, please go ahead. You want to share something?
Yeah, Mohit, haven't attended a conference, but when I hear this word conference, the word or the thing comes to my mind is a group, a sharing of ideas behind the scene that is known to few people. The idea, the updates, information, and the table for the larger people, what they are expecting, like a small bunch of people. If we think about a company setting, the top management, what they're thinking, and the rest of the people in the lower brand, what they're expecting them to follow and to update them, engage them with their thought process and their perspective.
Thank you, Hirinder, for sharing that. Yeah, and my understanding was somewhat aligned with yours, because at most what I had attended up till 2017 was only these organization, company related conferences. And they meant like back to back meetings, people sharing their updates, strategy, and everybody else would attend because they are obliged to attend the conferences. That's what my understanding was. What I also thought at that time was that this was time consuming. When it came to the Toastmasters conferences, I thought it was a time consuming 2 to 3 days event, which involves staying in a hotel and then spending your time there. Also expensive. I thought it was expensive affair. So with that in mind, the first time when I attended the Toastmasters conference was in 2017, and I only attended it after doing a lot of the calculation of how much am I spending versus what am I getting back. At that time, I was looking for a family outing. Yes, a family outing. This event was scheduled in Agra, and I thought that Toastmasters is giving highly subsidized stay at a five-star location, food included. And on top of that, yes, maybe we will attend some speeches that will happen as well. So that's when I booked my conference. Uh, that's when I paid my fee and went to Chandigarh. But little did I know that attending this conference would be like a life-changing experience for me. And not only for me, even for my entire family, because my children, when they saw those experts, world class speakers come on stage and completely take control of like 250, 300, 400 people who are in the audience, something happens in that time, something that no channel of learning can ever give you, something that no certification can give you, not even a community. Although there is a lot of learning and growth that happens in these community Toastmasters meetings, but there's something about the conferences, a magic that happens which stays with you for a long, long time. I'm still having the hangover of the conference that I attended last weekend. But back in 2017, when I first attended the Toastmasters conference, after that, there was no looking back. Every year, I have made it a point to attend the Toastmasters conference. This is a place where I have witnessed expert speakers, world renowned speakers whose one single ticket to attend their event alone would be like 15,000 bucks for a few hours. And here Toastmasters is offering it in 10,000 bucks, including 2 days stay, meals, and all these keynote speakers. Plus, there's a lot of connections that get made. I'm sure people who were with me, Vivek, Monica, you would agree that the kind of bonding that took place in that event is uncomparable to anything else. So, friends, like learning, as far as I have learned, has 4 steps. The basic level, it is learning through these channels, books, YouTube videos, all those opportunities that we have available, even television for that matter. The second level is certifications. You are still going solo up till this level. The third one is community, like we do in a Toastmasters meeting. And not only the education programs, even if you want to do yoga or anything, right? A community learning will give you, take your learning on steroids. And the fourth, and this is the most missed C of the learning, that's conferences. So whatever you want to excel at, whatever a fire you have in your belly, you can add fuel to that fire by attending these Toastmasters conferences. We will talk a little bit more and take some questions, but now it is time for us to go to the third segment of this meeting, which is the evaluations. So I would like to invite on stage Toastmaster Raja to take it forward. Over to you, Raja.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mohit Sawhney. Let us go to the evaluation section, where Toastmaster Monica will evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Manoj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja.
actually a privilege to evaluate Manoj, who is a great speaker. And this is my feedback or my evaluation for the speech that's been delivered today. First of all, it was not 2 cents, but 2 gold coins that he offered us through his speech. And I thoroughly enjoyed the way the message, the start of the speech was fabulous, great energy being demonstrated. And even the flow of the story was taking us through as if we are in the moment, observing what's happening in the scenario. Proper usage of hand gestures, and throughout the modulation of voice and tonality was very well conducted. So that was a thoroughly, properly delivered speech that I thoroughly enjoyed. Having said that, there were few observations that are worth looked upon, and there's a prospect of improvement there. One is like, there were 2 stories being told, which is really not easy to deliver in such a short time span, which was fabulously done. But here, the point I want to highlight is the transition between the 2 stories is somewhere where I found myself being lost, like how the stories are being transitioned, though each story in itself was properly delivered. And the best part was that even the message out of these stories was well articulated towards the end. But the one point I want to highlight is about the transitioning that's happening. It was not as smooth as I was anticipating it to, the way the speech had started in the beginning. Another point, again, that would be more of a challenge to the speaker is, though the energy was good, hand movement was really good, I really would like to see the presenter speaking, standing, seeing his full energy, because there's a lot of potential when you move your torso also now. So that's what I really would love to see the speaker deliver the speech along with using full body as a tool to demonstrate and deliver the content. Overall, it was really an amazing experience to witness what was being presented to us through the few minutes of speech and letting us live those moments as the speaker had witnessed himself. These 2 points and the speech will be a world-class level. With that, I hand stage back to the general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Now, Toastmaster Manoj will evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Mukesh.
Toastmasters and Toastmaster General Evaluator Toastmaster Rajakumar and my speaker Mukesh Yadav, Toastmaster. What I've seen today, Mukesh, is that, first of all, congratulations doing the icebreaker sessions. It's not very easy. Someone like me who sits on fence for many, many months as a Toastmaster, then one took the courage and come on the stage and spoke. But you did it very brilliantly well, actually. What I really like about is, the calm composure kind of things. Now, when I say calm composure, is that I've seen some technical glitches where they're happening in terms of sounds and all this, but you stayed calm. There are a few people who are saying that you do this, then do that, and all this, but stay very, very calm. I really like about the inner calmness in you, which gives the kind of sense that, no matter whatever, I am going to speak, what are the challenges there. So I think I really applaud for that one. Which generally takes a lot of time, actually, the courage to stand calm when you're doing the speech, especially doing the first speech. The second thing which I really like about, which I believe is your start of the speech, where you mentioned about Ajamgarh. It was a news to me, actually. Ajamgarh is in Delhi. I'm coming from Delhi. I don't know about Ajamgarh is in Delhi, but this is news to me as well. So I think you really liked shown about the glimpses, and then you related Ajamgarh with someone, a notorious criminal. I might be looking at you some point of time speech about that notorious criminal, start the speech. So that is bang on, actually. You start with that one. And then you mention about you are not a bad person, very sincere honest opinion about it. And you given that the kind of a sincerity, like a window into your soul. I'm not a bad person. Very rarely people say I'm not a bad person. Generally I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. So it's really relate to that, because we can all connect that when you said about this one. And you mentioned, and you went through different glimpses of your life stories about you were in Delhi, and then you moved to Mumbai, and then you back to Delhi with your partner, with your wife, and then you had hiccups with your family and all those things. I think we all gone through that phase kind of thing. Now, for me to give you a feedback on your icebreaker would be difficult, because there are so many areas here you can able to improve it. To be honest with you, I don't want to spoil your party by giving you the feedback, but if I would have been there are places like vocal varieties, your facial expressions, your structures, the kind of storylines and all. Those kind of things has to be get improved and polished about it. Now, same like you and me, actually, I've been in Toastmaster for many years. I went through the kind of different pathways and projects to improvise those kind of things. It's kind of a speaking muscle memory kind of thing. Every time you come there, you improvise something. And I want you to be, because I can see from your face, you're something very adamant about it. You are going to bang on coming to speak, and you can't really deliver the speech, no matter whatever actually is there. So with that, what my suggestion is that keep coming, keep delivering the speech, keep hitting the screen, and do whatever small role or bigger role you can do it. That will definitely going to make you worthwhile. As for me, it done, I'm sure it will do for you as well. With that, back to the general evaluator, Raja Kumar.
Thank you. Toastmaster Manoj. Toastmaster Mehak speech.
Hello everyone, I am Hemant Singh. I'll be evaluating speech of Toastmaster Mehak. Wow, just wow. What a speech that was. I was completely mesmerized the way you delivered that speech. Am I audible? Yes. So, evaluating speech of an experienced speaker in the initial phase of Toastmaster, I consider myself lucky to be in such place. The speech, as I see, was a total ideal speech which one can deliver. You were totally graceful. You were having hold of the topic on which you were speaking, and you were so confident while speaking. The major challenge which we face at the time of speech is the points, pace to the audience, and you are doing it very comfortably. Your gestures were good. You are very confident, and you were very graceful. So, all in all, I was not able to find any challenge or anything which you can work upon. As you mentioned in your speech, you have a long experience of Toastmasters. That was very much clear from the way you delivered your speech. So from my side, it was just a wow speech. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemant, for evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Mehak. Now I would like to welcome our counter of the day, Toastmaster Rashi, to present her report.
Yeah, I would like to request permission to share my screen so that I can show my report. Thank you, Toastmaster Raja, for inviting me. Okay, one thing recently stuck with me is one of the greatest communicator I really look up to is Win Young. Maybe some of you might be aware about him. So he said one thing which I would like to, just share here, that you need to go through your worst stages so that you can reach to your greatest. So the all these things, as and ums and all these words which come while speaking, these are like your worst phases right now, and you're getting aware of it. And once you get aware about and improve these R's and usage, uh, keep getting less. And you can also see here from the experienced people who speak here, like Monica, Mohit, Mehak. They don't use these kinds of words so frequently. I've also observed that when there are impromptu speaking things happening, these are the words which are being used. So it was just, I thought I would like to share that even if in this report I'm sharing those while making note of it, you can improve on it eventually with time. Okay, did I get 1 second? I'll also share this report in the group so that everyone can look at it personally. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm sharing the link in group chat. Thank you, Toastmaster Raja. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashi, for a detailed report. Now, I would like to welcome grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Hirender, to submit his report.
Thank you, Raja. Thank you, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Every speaker today demonstrated a crisp and effective use of grammar. The speaker was so coherent that I could hardly find any instance of incorrect uses. Kudos to all of you. I've noted only a few areas that could be improved. The first one is to look out for parent. It could be to look after our parents. The other thing is the politician doesn't want. It could be politician don't want. And last one is didn't prepared. It could be didn't prepare. Thank you, and back to you, Raja.
Thank you, grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Hirender, for your report. Now it's my turn to submit my report as general evaluator, and then I would like to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Mohit to submit his time report. First of all, I want to appreciate SAA Toastmaster Mehak, who laid down basic housekeeping rules of Toastmaster meeting. Presiding officer DTM Mohit welcomed all guests. Meeting started a little bit late, hence I request everyone to join that meeting timely. All roles were not filled before starting the meeting, hence I request VP Education to try and fill all roles well in advance. Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Mohit, very effectively unfolded the meeting theme and explained about the achievements of our club and recognition we got in the Oration 2025. He also introduced the meeting format very effectively, and all three parts of today's meeting, that is prepared speech, table topic session, and evaluation. Distinguished Toastmaster Mohit, I can say that you had given us FOMO, and I also started missing Oration 2025. But thank you for explaining the Oration 2025's major breakthroughs and what we got from the conference. And definitely, many of us will attend Oration 2026 after your inspiration. Both General Evaluator and Table Topic Master were introduced by you, and that is good thing. Coming to table topics, Table Topic Master Toastmaster Vivek introduced table topic session very beautifully and engaged audience with his out-of-the-box topics. The mantra of why, what, how, what if is a great takeaway from your session. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivek. Many Toastmasters volunteered themselves for your session, and that is also a very big achievement. Coming to the evaluation section, evaluation of speech must follow CRC approach. For new Toastmasters, CRC stands for commendation, recommendation, and commendation. That is, start with the good points of the speech, then give your feedback, and then close your feedback with positive points. Toastmaster Monica, you appreciated good points about the speech of Toastmaster Manoj, then provided your feedback. You had also given summary of your feedbacks also. But I would request you to end on the positive note, that is with commendation. Toastmaster Manoj also followed this approach, and Toastmaster Hemant also submitted his report of evaluation very beautifully, following the CRC. Coming to the evaluation of the grammarian and counter report, it should be a request from my side. Handing over to the
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja. I couldn't hear some of the last words, probably because of a technical glitch, but I hope you're inviting me now to share the timer report. Is that correct? Okay. Toastmaster Rashi, can you confirm if I'm audible?
There are some audio issues actually. Right now you are.
Okay. I would like to share the timer report now. These are the reports for the speakers, table topics, and evaluators. The ones that you see highlighted are the ones where we either spoke a little over the time limit or a little under the time limit. Something for us to learn so that we can stick to the stipulated time frame going forward. But happy to share that most of us were able to stick to the time frame that was allotted to us. Thank you, and hand over back to Toastmaster Raja.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mohit Sawhney. Now I will hand over stage to Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja, and happy to be part of your fantastic team of tag role players. Okay, now everybody knows what the 4 C's of learning are. If you were like me, then probably conferences is the C that you are missing in your learning journey. So when you plan your growth plan for the next year, do include conference in the area in which you want to excel. That will definitely fuel your fire. And one common fire we know is the communication leadership fire. So I'll see you in Oration 2026. Now with that, I conclude my my theme for the day. And I would hand over to myself as the presiding officer hat, which I'm also wearing now. So want to take a few guest feedbacks. Some of the folks who have been silent, especially, or anybody who would like to share anything or ask anything about conferences. So let me do a quick guest feedback. Jagdish, would you like to share how you felt about today's meeting? Jagdish, are you there?
Hi, Mohit.
Hi.
Thanks for listening. The sessions are quite engaging, and I could see most of the speakers are very, they're familiar with the public speaking. That I could see a lot of speakers are very confident. The engagement is good. Yeah. Myself is Jagdish. I am from Hyderabad. I work with product lead senior. So Neetal and Jen is one of the participant here. We both worked in Tech Mahindra, so we are still keeping a friendship. So after seeing her status, I did join. So a few years back, I was participating in Toastmaster, but meanwhile, I traveled. I was continuously traveling from last couple of years on my job, so I didn't got chance to participate in any Toastmaster. This is my first session after a long time. It's really nice to meet all of you, and I'm really looking forward for the next session as well. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Jagdish. It's wonderful having you, and so glad that you enjoyed the session. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach Neetal or anybody. We'll be happy to help you. And Bhavya, can I request you to share your experience today?
Yes, sir. Sir, I really enjoyed attending this meeting. It provides us to speak upon our thoughts and build a confidence in public speaking. And I hope I will join again and be a part of this.
That's great, Bhavya. Yeah. Looking forward to having you as a part of our group formally also. Glad you enjoyed. Jaideep, would you like to share your views?
Yeah, sure, mate. Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Jaideep Khare, and I joined this meeting today first time, Toastmaster Storytelling Club first time, and I really enjoyed this meeting. Very well prepared. It was very organized and formal meeting session, and it was a great learning session for me as well. And yeah, it was. Overall it was very positive. I got a feeling in this meeting, and I'm looking forward to join more meeting in the future. And about myself, I'm Jaideep Khare. I am IT professional, and currently I am working in Germany. And I was looking for the Toastmaster Club to improve my communication skills, leadership skills, storytelling skills, professional skills. So regarding those all the skills I found through the internet, this club. So I joined as a guest. I think I joined as a guest long time back, that your WhatsApp group. But due to some other reasons, I couldn't join any meetings. But yeah, today I got this opportunity to join this session, and I really enjoyed this meeting. And kudos to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jaideep. Yeah, I would also request you to check out our club website, all our guests, because that's where we have the recording of all the meetings, and it'll help you understand our philosophy and also help in your decision to join Toastmasters formally. I'm putting it on the chat box for your reference. Okay, now, like all good things, this meeting has come to an end. So please do take a moment to share your vote for the best speaker role player and also any feedback that you have on the link that I've shared. Please take 1 minute to do that. And meanwhile, if anybody has anything to share or ask, the floor is now open.
Can we take a picture till the time everybody is filling in the form?
Sure, yeah. Can I request everybody to switch on your cameras? Let's click a picture. Our VP PR, as you can see, is already in action. Do we want to pose something, Monica?
Thoughts. We love the session, so we shall have that.
Okay.
Okay. Capture it. One more.
Sure.
Super. That's it. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Okay. Thank you. In interest of time, I will share the winners for the best role players offline. All of you are part of our WhatsApp group, so you would get to know there. Since we are a little over time, I would respect everybody's time and share, and let's celebrate offline. But yeah, thank you all for joining in, and have a good rest of the weekend. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.